Hello guys, and welcome to a new DayZ commentary by me, Vulcan. Today I am the Cherno Bandit Killer, and there are a couple of collateral kills that I get throughout, which are basically people who I thought were innocent but didn't really have much time to think about it or check, so they kind of had to go anyway because I didn't want to risk me dying in the middle of Cherno when I was under lots of gunfire. Moving on, we are travelling into Cherno, and well, yeah, I get 7 kills in 30 minutes, and the first one, if you have good enough eyes, you would have seen there is a guy in the tower, and I did spot him at this point. However, there isn't much chance of me stopping because of the zombies. Thankfully, the walls there stop the zombies in their tracks and they get stuck, and I already lose them, which is fine, and I am perfectly happy with that. The other 2 zombies, I don't get why they didn't aggro. I think there was some sort of bug throughout the entire time I was in Cherno, and yeah, it didn't really help at all. So again, I managed to get another zombie on me. I think it was one of the ones I had on previously, so I have to lose that before engaging the guy in the tower. Now, I'm not even sure he knows I'm there. It seemed as though he was hiding the entire time from someone else, and didn't have much chance in finding me. So I make a quick duck and dive and lose that zombie, and then get into a position where I can shoot this guy in the tower. Now, you're probably wondering why I didn't take the shot then, but my breath where I was running the entire time was making my crosshair shake like a bitch. So I make sure I'm lying down, wait till my breath comes back, because he doesn't really know I'm there, so I'm all good for now. So I lie down, wait for the breath to go, and then take the shot. And easy as that. First kill. Now, I'm not even sure if he had a gun. I don't check his corpse because the reason I did this was basically for fun. I was a bit bored of DayZ and I got kind of annoyed of helping people. It was really frustrating having to make them drop their weapons until I helped them and so on. And yeah, it was really annoying, but you can see that the guy up in the tower who was shooting the other guy in the tower, like the guy on top of that building, that grey rounded building, was shooting at the guy in the fire station tower. But before I know it, there is another guy on the right side of the screen who I didn't spot till quite late, and thankfully he doesn't hit me. So I fire back and he managed to get a shot on me, but I kill him before he does any more damage. Now, bleeding, I have to get up into the tower because the zombies are relentless, and I'm not really going to sit there bandaging while there's a bunch of zombies coming straight to me while I'm just crouching, bandaging myself, because otherwise I'm going to start bleeding again and probably die, and maybe break my legs or something horrible like that. So yeah, already 2 kills, and the sniper is still alive, so I'm a bit fucked at this point. I'm like, hang on, I can't really poke my head out much. I'm in the same position as the guy I shot in the top of the fire station tower, who's actually above me now, which is quite ironic. Anyway, the guy fires another shot at me, and I have to get past those zombies who have managed to climb the stairs and make an awful run for it. Now, I'm not even sure if he knew that I got down the stairs or not, because I ran straight through the open, as you can see. At that moment, he's sort of crouching to the left a bit, and it seems as though I've kind of got away with getting out of the building. Now, I'm running this direction so I can kind of get into an awkward angle to shoot him without him noticing I'm there. He's still aiming at the fire station the entire time that I'm running around this wall, and I'm using it as cover, basically. If he had shadows on, he would definitely not have seen me. So you can see right there, I can see him, but he can't see me. So again, I wait until my breath is back. I zoom in, and I take the shot. And there's a sniper killed with an FN foul without a scope. This gun is amazing. Now, this gun actually does 7,700 damage. per shot, which is a lot. And if I hit 2 shots, that's an insta-kill, which I think in most of the cases I do. That sniper was probably crapping his pants when that happened, so that was quite funny. And that was a nice revenge kill because he shot at me before I shot at him, so it makes it totally worth it. Also, the guy who shot me as I was coming out the fire station, that is another person who rightfully deserved to die. The guy in the fire station, however, I'm not even sure if I should have killed him or not, but hell, he's dead now and there's nothing I could do about it. I know that anyone who is in Cherno is generally, you can assume, is a bandit unless they have no weapon at all, because most people who do have a weapon are likely to shoot at you before you shoot them. So it's a very similar concept to like Last Man Standing, and they managed to take their life alive. Anyway, while I'm eating and drinking, I take some shots very nearby. Sounds like a AK-74U or something of the sort. And the bullets appear to hit very near to me, or sound like they're hitting near to me, but I don't feel they're directed towards me. Now, through the entire time, you can hear bullet fire, or like firearms being fired everywhere around, and no matter where you look, there is going to be somebody in that direction. This is a very full server. This was a 50-man server. But just in the sake of time, I'm going to cut out a little travel I have around Cherno, which cuts out about 5 minutes until I come back to the action. Now, you're probably wondering, what the fuck was that? Now, so was I. So I went to investigate, as any sane person would do, and there are like grenades or something going off in the middle of the sky, and not just 1, but 3, and maybe 4. I don't know who has that sort of stuff to waste, or what the hell they were even chucking grenades at, if any. Like if it was a grenade launcher or it was a grenade. But yeah, somebody really wanted somebody dead, but they were exploding in the middle of the air, which isn't great grenade throwing by anyone's standard. And yeah, so I'm very cautious at this point. I know there must be at least a couple of people around. Otherwise there would not have been almost 4 grenades thrown in less than, I don't know, like 30 seconds. Because no way is somebody going to bombard someone with grenades with 1 person. No one person is going to have enough grenades to do that. So anyway, you can see there I spotted a guy, and knowing the direction in which he was travelling, I wait for him to come out the other side. He basically came out of the tall tower on the right and travelled behind this oil tanker, and there he is. I take a couple of shots, he dives to the ground. I know he's hostile because of all those explosions, and I take another quick 2 shots while he's laying down and manage to pick up that kill in Cherno. Now, I do actually go check this guy's body, and he doesn't actually have that much on him. But you can see that that guy up there basically was destroyed by the guy on the ground, and therefore another person who deserved to die. And that makes him my 4th kill in Cherno, and another legitimate bandit that is dead. So anyway, I decided to skip on the footage another 5-10 minutes. So now I'm heading back into Cherno once again to get a few more bandit kills. Basically what I've just done is made a loop round to the military hospital. There was nobody there, so I didn't feel it was necessary to show you all that, because I spent a lot of time around the outskirts of the city. But this is basically me travelling back towards the place from where I came, which is basically like the forest north of Cherno, and I wanted to basically start to head out of the city now, and anyone else who got in my way would be dead. But you can hear that gunfire again from a similar gun was fired, and I spot a dead guy on the same tower in which I shot the sniper. Now here is my 5th victim, quickly shooting him after the gunfire that went off I make sure he's dead on the ground, and he tries to roll away, but before he knows it, he is already dead. And I'm not sure if he was running from the AK fire or whether he was the person who fired the AK, but either way, probably another guy who deserved to die. He didn't look like he had a very big weapon though, which is the one thing that kind of made me think, hang on, maybe I shouldn't have shot that guy. But I wasn't really thinking that much at that particular point because of the gunfire I'd just heard and the dead bodies I'd just seen. I guess you could just say he was in the wrong place at the wrong time. I know that's very cliche, but hell, it happens a lot on DayZ, and I remember once when I leant away from my keyboard for like the 2 seconds that I wasn't watching my screen and I got shot in the face by a sniper, so hell, it all happens to somebody sometime. But it looks like he logged at the end and his body is long gone. So yeah, I don't get to check what he actually had or spare my conscience another innocent kill like the one in the fire station tower. I'm not even sure if that was an innocent kill or not. But the rest were bandits, so I'm cool with that. Now you can see I'm starting to head towards the outskirts again of Cherno and hit the northwest hospital. Now things get very hairy soon, and I make my approach from the back so that I can get a nice bit of cover onto the back of the hospital in case any kind of clans are hanging around on top of the hospital or anywhere else. So you can see I instantly zoom in, have a quick sneaky peek, and then make my way under the wall to get round to the other side of the hospital. Now I know there's going to be some people here. Well, there is generally people at the hospital on full servers, so I decided to check it out as my last stop before I travel into the forest. But I've come out of Cherno now, so the zombies around here are aggroable again. Yay! And I am basically really being careful now. I really don't want to bump into a big clan of people, but you can hear that gunfire that went off, and now I'm like, there's definitely people here. I'm not sure exactly where, but in the general direction at which I'm running. And what do you know? I spot 2 people, maybe three people, and instantly open fire. I know that if I can get the surprise on them before they get in the building, then I can take out as many as possible on surprise, and they will all die. But I take returning fire, but he misses all his shots. I've taken out his 2 teammates, and they are royally fucked now. So in all of that confusion, I managed to take out their 2 squad members, no problem. He's got a nice coyote backpack there waiting for me to lose it. But so I'm not so greedy, I'm just make sure that this other guy's gone before I do anything else. He seems to have logged, I'm not entirely sure, so I make a run for it anyway to take care of this zombie, which has been following me the entire time since I opened fire. Thank God it didn't hit me or break my legs or anything. So I make sure that is dead, and then continue to look for the other guy. Now you can see that I'm using third person to look over the wall, but considering I just went 3v1, I didn't feel so bad about exploiting the third person, especially now that I know were 2 reasonably good geared guys dead on the floor waiting for me to loot them. But in the sake of time, I realise that he logs rather late, so I make sure just to skip out that 10 minutes of me checking for him, and or maybe it probably wasn't 10 minutes, probably more 5 minutes, and then I make my way towards bodies to see what sort of gear I have managed to get. At this point I'm still being very careful because I still don't know if he's logged or just hiding in the apartments. But you can see that he actually had not much in his backpack, to be honest, but he does have a coyote backpack, which is very useful. So I make sure to drop my backpack and pick up his, and place the M16 that one of the guys had into it. This was so I could give it to one of my clan friends if they wanted it. and also just as a spare weapon, because it's easier to get ammo for that gun than it is my own. So I take the rest of everything I need, including the extra stuff out of my backpack, make sure I've got that drink, and then I make sure again to look for the guy. But aggroing another zombie, I have to take that out before I do anything else. And finally, knowing that I have everything and I probably shouldn't outstay my welcome in Cherno, after 7 kills in 30 minutes, I make my run for the forest and get out alive. So, thanks for watching, guys. I hope you've enjoyed this commentary. Lots of action in this one. So yeah, definitely hope it was worth it. Thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you in the next video. Goodbye.